90-90. So there's a lot of causes for back pain, hip pain, whatever you want to call it. But try that other stretch on the wall and try this one because they're going to target two different things. So starting seated like so, I'm going to let my knees fall over to one side. I'm going to bring my back leg back just a smidge so that it's a little bit past 90. From there, I'm going to slide my lower leg on the back leg out a little bit so that I have a nice 90-degree angle on the back. From here, I'm sliding my front leg forward a smidge so that my heel is in line with my knee and this knee is in line with this back heel. So I've got this nice long line right here. You may feel a little crampy in like this outer glute. It's called your glute medius. That's okay. It's kind of an awkward position that you probably don't spend a lot of time in. But that's okay. That's why we're doing it. So next thing I want you to do, we're just going to mobilize through the pelvis. So take your hand, put it on your glute, and I want you to squeeze your glute and think of trying to dump your hip forward. Good. Relax the glute. Pull it back. Good. So squeeze, that hip pushes forward. Relax, that hip drives back. Good. And I would go for about 10 of these on each side. Once you feel comfortable doing that, I want you to sit up as tall as you can, belly button towards your spine. Rotate over your front knee so that your belly button is trailing across your front knee. And I just want you to fold forward. So we're just going to stretch out the external rotators on the back of our hamstring and our glutes. So you can hang out here for about a minute, 2 minutes. Just make sure that there's no numbness or tingling. If there is, don't stretch as far or just come out of it. Make sure you don't have like an excessive arch through your back. Just naturally relaxing. If you need some yoga blocks to even hold you higher up, cool. Next thing, so we just did the flexibility portions where we kind of like moved and grooved and got ourselves into different positions. Now we're going to make this more active where we strengthen the positions that we're in. So now I want you to think of driving your knees into the ground. So belly button towards your spine, rotate over that front leg, drive those knees into the ground, squeeze your bum. You may feel a little bit of a lift. Perfect. We're going to hold here for like 20, 30 seconds. Just really seeing how much tension we can create through our glutes, through our high hamstrings, through our core. And you can relax. You can even squeeze and relax. Squeeze and relax. So you can play with this however you'd like. Last thing is going to be a combination of the stretch and the sit. So if you need some yoga blocks, it's also helpful for this exercise so that you're more stable. But what you're going to do is same things as before. You're going to rotate over that front knee. Core is nice and tight. You're going to stretch forward only to a point where you still feel the tension in your hamstring and your glute. If you go further down like we did in the stretch, you're going to break that like tension chain. So find the tension, own it for a second, then squeeze your bum, drive your knees into the ground, lift yourself up. Let's go for 4 more. I'm driving my knees into the ground as I fold forward and as I pull myself up. So instead of just passively stretching, I'm controlling where I go. So now if I take my hands away, I'm still strong through this movement. And you can play the game of 5 fingers to 4, to 3, to 2, to 1, to none, and carry on.